exactly maybe what a Bitcoin is before we go any further. So correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a finite amount of Bitcoin.
There is.
Correct?
21 million.
21 million. And how many have been mined thus far?
Around 18.
18 million. And how is a Bitcoin mined? And how many are mined per day? You kind of already hit on it, right? Because are there miners sitting at supercomputers cracking equation until they what happens? Does a Bitcoin like pop up, or like where does it go? Is it in the ether? Like what happens?
Yeah. So imagine. So I don't have like the numbers off the top of my head how many are created a day, but I do know that I think by the year 2144, so in about 120 years from now, that's when the last Bitcoin is going to be mined from the block.
Why so long on the final?
Because what's called the halvening, right?
Oh, the one I brought up earlier that had nothing to do with what we were talking about. Yeah.
Because every time these people solve these Rubik's Cubes, after a while, the difficulty increases.
Yeah.
And that's just to make sure that if tomorrow we didn't create computers that could just mine everything all out at once, we're making the difficulty be exponentially increasing over time, so that we slow down on what's called the inflation of Bitcoin, so that it's not printed infinitely.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so it's like built into
That's insane.
Yeah. It gets difficult to
that
like
is
more
insane.
So beautiful, right?
Who came up with this?
I don't know.
This is crazy.
Satoshi Nakamoto.
Is it a miracle? Is it a miracle that it happened, or was this like a very calculated, like
I don't know,
strategic objective with an endpoint?
It doesn't make sense, because when people try to analyze like what the hell it was, there are so many things about it that it's like one person could not have created it, because there's like cryptography and coding and economics and game theory, and it's like one person, there's no possible way they could know and hit upon all these points. Like you just said, like it's like magic. Like so many things came together in the most elegant
like
way
a
ever.
bunch of elite people got together.
Oh no!
And posed.
Oh no!
I don't think it's.
No, I'm just kidding.
But I probably happened in a garage like this.
I still want to know what happens when a miner, he's in his construction hat and he got his pickaxe over his shoulder and he's at his supercomputer and he cracks the equation. Like, where does the new Bitcoin go? Is it his?
Yeah, so that's, from what I understand, divided amongst the miners that were participating.
Okay.
Of how much work they put into it, how much power and energy consumption.
What is that occupation called? What do you do for a living? I mine Bitcoin? That's
I mine Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm a miner, yeah. I'm under 18.
What is it, Jeff?
It's computers,
what do these kids, what do these miners look like? Coal hats?
They're not sitting at the computer system.
So we used to be able to mine Bitcoin with this computer.
A laptop.
We were like literally a laptop. People would just mine it with our gaming computer. And it was super easy. But then it got to a point where we had to create specific like ASICs, like these ASIC technology of these computer processors that were only supposed to be mining this stuff. And every cryptocurrency has its own like native, I guess, formula to mine it.
Okay.
Yeah, so exactly. So you see these, I think they're called Bitmain Antminer. You see that right there?
Yeah.
That one right there, yeah.
So if I buy these.
So no, that one used to cost like 12 grand. Now it's 3 because it's not as powerful as it once was. So you need a ton of these. Like people, like literally,
entire rooms.
Dude, a month ago I was in some dude's garage. The whole garage was just everything was just all these things.
And he's a miner?
He's a miner.
And how many Bitcoin has he mined?
He's never told me. No one, like everyone is so secretive about this.
Yeah, and also he probably
they don't want anyone to know. They don't want the government to know.
Right. His is probably like a novice setup compared to the ones that are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like we've all seen the rooms at Google and Facebook with their data collection computers.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are warehouses that have.
But